Hello, friends. Thank you for joining me for the final bonus episode in this series in which I've been sharing our family's experiences in the last year of our daughter Hannah's life, which spanned from February 2008 through February 2009. I'll be completing the series today with a wrap-up about the ministry which developed out of Hannah's homegoing. As always, my desire is to give glory to God and to point listeners to hope in Jesus along the way. I'm so grateful you've joined me over this past year. Your listens and your comments have been a blessing to my heart. This is bonus episode number 200, The Origin of While We're Waiting, the finale. We had our first retreat at the refuge in October of 2016, and it was such a blessing to see how each area met the need for which we had designed it. The meeting area, or the Life Song Room, was comfortable and made our attendees feel at home. The guest rooms were quiet and cozy, the sitting room and deck areas allowed for fellowship and conversation, and the dining room and commercial kitchen were perfect for their purposes. It was such a confirmation that God's hand was all over this place. After the completion of the refuge, we were able to host our retreats much more frequently. We began to schedule 2 to 3 events per month on average. Even with these added dates, however, we struggled to keep up with the growing demand, and many grieving parents were still waiting a year to get into an event. So God began to raise up people to meet the need. He brought 2 couples back into our lives who had each attended retreats when While We're Waiting was just beginning, and He gave them the desire to step in alongside us and host additional retreats at the refuge, allowing us to add more dates at this location without spreading ourselves too thin. He brought us a couple from Oregon who was willing to begin hosting While We're Waiting weekends in the Pacific Northwest, and we had our first retreat at Ochiko Christian Conference Center in April of 2018. He then brought us another couple from Maryland who began hosting While We're Waiting weekends on the East Coast, and we hosted our first retreat at North Bay Adventure Camp in August of 2019. Over the years, God has continued to add to our team, and we now have 36 couples who host While We're Waiting events around the country. We understand that there are bereaved parents who will never come to a full weekend retreat, but if a 2-hour monthly support group meeting were available in their area, they might be interested in participating in that. We've been blessed to have people from across the country attend our events and then go back to their hometowns and start support groups in their local areas. 69 of them at last count. These support groups differ from other well-known grief support groups in 2 ways. 1, attendance is limited just to parents who have lost children, and 2, they are unashamedly faith-based. Those who attend receive biblically based encouragement and enjoy fellowship with other bereaved parents. They leave each meeting a little better equipped to live well while they're waiting to be reunited with their children one day. Here are just a few more numbers for you. Since our first retreat in April 2011, there have been 376 While We're Waiting events held around the country, including 268 full weekend retreats, 90 mini retreats for moms, and 18 Dad's Days. We've even had the opportunity to host events in Botswana and Germany. 3,431 bereaved parents have attended a While We're Waiting event over the past 14 years. And remember, all of these events are hosted at no cost to those who attend. We'd love for you to join us at one of these events. Just visit our website at whilewe'rewaiting.org and register. Even if the retreat you're interested in attending has a waiting list, please go ahead and register because we can very often get people in. We would love to have the opportunity to serve you one day. I don't share these numbers to bring attention to the 4 of us co-founders of While We're Waiting. I share them to give glory to the God who provided the vision, the funding, and the volunteers to make all of this possible. We just feel blessed to be along for the ride and excited about where God is going to take us next. And to think this all began when a 16-year-old girl prayed for a storm. Again, thank you for following along over the past year's worth of bonus episodes. You have been a blessing to me.